I can't even begin to explain, man. I'm at loss for words, bro. I really am, man. I truthfully, really, really am. Because when I look back at all these moments in the series, and I look back to this particular, yo, Hazzy, what's going on, bro? What's going on? But when I look back to whenever I was reading this on a weekly basis, because I recall I called that stretch of chapters my favorite chapters of that year in 2016. And yo, Quentin, man, was good. Yo, oh, Maito. Yo, the greatness of Toshinori. Yo, what's going on, Nathan N? But yeah, man, I wanted to come on here to talk about my hero. NXT Takeover just ended, and I got home from work like right in the middle of it. But I was like, man, I want to come home and talk about the My Hero Academia episode because I watched that this morning, and then I just finished rewatching it with my brother, and I was like, you know what? Before Fooly Cooley comes on, the newest episode of Fooly Cooley, let me come on here and talk about this My Hero Academia episode. Yo, what's going on, Sir Bacon? What's going on, yo? Um, I don't even know where to begin, bro. I don't even know where to begin, man. I mean, from the amazing and I mean, just godly animation when it comes to the United States of Smash, the the win the day moment animated had me. I mean, I had my eyes mad watery, bro. But the your next scene when he points, the moment that he pointed, and you see Deku look up at the screen, and you hear the narration, I already felt it coming up, man. I felt it coming up, bro. But when you hear the music, man, and you see the tears come down Izuku's face, and you're like, all right, man. I legit teared up, bro. I cannot lie, bro. I legit teared up during that last part of the episode. It was beautiful. It was it was better than I could have ever imagined when it comes down to this particular portion of the series. Coming to life in the anime. And Studio Bones has done such a fantastic job with this adaptation, man. Yeah, Sir Bacon, I for sure. I think we all teared up. Monkey D. Jasper says when Deku started crying about Bakugo was just looking at him, I started crying. I feel you. I feel you. I really, really did. I really did. Gone yesterday said I preferred the manga for the other episodes of this arc, but this episode changed that it went beyond plus ultra. For me, I can safely say that for me it's sort of the same. The episode with flipping All for One's introduction. Yo, Beppo, my boy. What's up, Beppo? That's facts, man. Nana flipping Shimura, man. Before I get to the point that I was about to talk to, Nana Shimura was was and still is the highlight of like this entire thing for me, because I had been waiting so long to hear more or to see more from that character that Gran Torino brought up back whenever he initially brought in Deku, right? And when we finally got to see Nana Shimura, man, when we finally got to see the person who gave All Might flipping one for all, or yeah, one for all, and you're like, God, and I love how the episode starts off with it. Yo, Hazzy, man, thank you so much, yo, for the donation, man. I really, really do appreciate it, dog. So just wanted to donate a bit. Should be getting more later. Anyways, keep doing what you do. Really do appreciate it, Hazzy, man. Really, really do appreciate it, dog. As always, my brother, I really, really do appreciate it, yo. But Shimu not Shimura Nana to me, any panel, any moment, any scene with Nana, man, to me is just, it's godly. And it was like that in the manga. I remember when I first read chapter 92, I could not stop going back and screenshotting that particular panel. This one right here. It's my Twitter profile picture now. But hold on, let me go to the chapter. Yo, man, United States of Smash, yeah. But this right here was my profile picture for a long time. The manga version of it, and then the anime version of it became now on Twitter. But this one right here, this part right here, yo, it's, I love what this entire moment right here represents. in the series, especially to All Might, and not even just to All Might, but just to what a hero is supposed to be. With like no matter how scary things get, give him a smile as if to say I'm okay. The people in this world who can smile are always the strongest. And I just love that. It fits My Hero Academia's thing so well, man. But in terms of music, and this arc has been blowing it out of the water. This man All For One's theme is godly, bro. It's like Sephiroth's theme, man. It's like Sephiroth's flipping theme. Now touch the volume version, the original magazine chapter. And God. And the voice acting in here was amazing. Every single performance in this episode was amazing. But All Might's performance, yo. That VA, you gotta give props, man. You gotta give props for that entire final sequence of the episode. That was top tier, yo. Top tier. Yo, EX Central and Prototype Virgo, yo, man, what's going on? My boy Bradley says, I can't wait till the overhaul stuff. Oh, man, same, dude, same. Like, there's this one particular chapter in that arc that to me is well, there's a couple. There's right before that arc, in like the mid like 116s to 120s, that stuff right there is powerful. But there's this one particular chapter in that arc to me that rivals what we just saw, and I can't wait for that to be animated, yo. That's I think out of everything now that this has been animated, that's the one thing that I can't wait to see animated for sure. Cause it's such a godly scene, man. Such a godly scene. Yeah, Quentin, I agree. Especially with the music. With the music is gonna kill me, dog. Because if Win the Day had me tearing up, and then the year next did too, I can only imagine what that's gonna do to me, man. That's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? All For One took all them 50 states, and President Donald Trump on his face, man. All of them, bro. All 50 states, son. All 50 states. Another note, it's so cool. There's such an important, powerful character as a woman. We don't get a lot of them, to be honest. It is definitely a which is a pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna say that we don't get a lot of them, because I feel like it just depends on where you look at when it comes to stories. But because as of late there has been a definite increase in very powerful characters, and very powerful female characters. But most certainly, My Hero Academia, with Nana was a great step in the right direction. I think that's one of the things that really makes me love Nana Shimura so much, because we look up to All Might. Especially, in my case as a wrestling fan, I look at All Might as like that Hulk Hogan-esque character, that no matter what happens, he'll be there to save the day, man. Whenever I was a kid, and you would look up to see, the real American going ham, going into like swimwear, dropping leg drops, man. For Deku, that's All Might. For all these characters, it's All Might, and that's why that last scene is so powerful. Seeing All Might's final thing, like he's retiring after this. You know what I'm saying? Or I shouldn't even put it like that. I should say they understand that as the symbol that the Gran Torino, whenever he says, this is it, like he used every single last bit in that United States to smash, and he realizes that this is it. Like, you just saw the finale, like the final thing, that this grand hero that everyone's been everyone's loved for so many years, a symbol of peace that everyone's loved for so many years. This is our final look at him, and Torino understood that, and it didn't hit Deku completely until he hit him with the year next. Like, you have to carry the torch completely from now on, yo. And that's such a powerful thing to me, yo. And I loved how Horikoshi decided to save the Shimura Nana stuff until this, because All Might realized the decision that Nana had to make herself, once he realized that he had to make that very same decision, in order to for Deku, to stay alive at the very least until he fulfills his duty to Deku, man. And it's beautiful, yo. I can't even begin to explain. Like, I went back right before I started the stream, and I started rewatching it again. Look at this, guy. I started rewatching the greatest again. How could I not, dog? How could I not? It's just, so many, when it comes to anime episodes, I love just screenshotting random moments in the episode. But in this one, I feel like if I screenshotted every moment that I liked, my computer would be full. my computer would be full. Yo, B Wizzle TV, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Yeah, Raymar Football. Their Japanese VAs are fun. Actually, not only those their Japanese VAs, I feel like their English cast is very, very, very good. I really, really, really like their the English cast from My Hero Academia. Very, very fun stuff. Bringing all those voice actors together. But yeah, like out of all the screenshots that I took earlier, this is one of them. I had to, man, for the greatness. As Beppo put it, man, for the Nana Shimura greatness, yo. I had to, screenshot that, man. That's such a cool little flashback right there. This is my profile picture on Twitter right now. Is this one? I gotta have it, bro. Gotta have the greatness on there, man. That's the profile picture. When I saw that, I was like, it's the same thing that happened whenever I saw it in the anime, or when I saw it in the manga. And then prime Torino, bro. Look at a prime Torino, dog. Look at both of them in their prime, yo. Nana, look at Torino, bro. Look at that. Looking like he's straight out of a DC comic, dog. Looking go. And then my final screenshot that I took this morning before I left for work, yo, because I was like, man, as much as I love Nana Shimura, man, this right here is the episode, bro. Look at this, yo. I mean, I could not have drawn this any better myself. Well, of course, because I can't draw, but like, just as having the white background, and this was the perfect adaptation for this moment in the episode, man. Phenomenal stuff, dog. Yo, I've seen a lot of greatness this year, man, but this is a top contender, dog. This is a top contender, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, Sir Bacon. That makes a great wallpaper. And I see you guys bringing up the GOAT character in the comments. The GOAT! Flippin' Mirio, dog. Arguably my favorite character. I can't wait. That's all I'm gonna say. Just in case there's any anime onlys. That's all I'm gonna say, yo. Man, I can't wait to catch up to My Hero, bro. Today, whenever I logged on to I believe it was either Twitter or Facebook whenever I got home and I was watching the NXT Takeover thing. Somebody said that they're on volume 19 now in My Hero, that they're about to release it. And I was like, dang, bro. Because if I'm not mistaken, the last volume that I saw whenever I was my last read through, I believe was 18, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, yo, that just showed me. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm almost caught up. And volume 18's cover is GOAT. It is phenomenal, man. I love that volume 18 cover. But yeah, I can't wait to go back and just start reading the series. That's gonna and being officially caught up with it again. Because whenever I watched this episode and I finished it, and I was just thinking about it while I was working today, I was like, man, dude, the weekly experience for My Hero during stuff like this is insane. Regardless of whether you're an anime only or you're a manga reader, this stuff it can't be replicated, man. The weekly experience, when it comes to moments like these. But just a quick question for everybody in the comments. When it comes to this particular episode, with chapters, I believe it's chapters 92 or 91 and 95, or how it goes. Did you guys completely prefer it in the anime? Because I saw some people saying they still preferred it in the manga, so others say they preferred it in the anime. But it's so tough for me to say because I first saw it in the manga, but the anime just blew it out the water, man. I mean, the United States of Smash was so insane, bro. I was like, dog, it was fire. But then you look at them. Then you look at this, dude. Look at the art. Look at it. And you're like, "Hi, coach." But then the anime just did such an amazing job, and just like Monkey Dasper just said, what the Godly was doing the voice acting, just the United States of Smash portion, so amazing, dude. It was so, yeah. I gotta go with the anime. I gotta go with the anime, man. I gotta go with the anime, dude. The OST, the voice acting, it was It was amazing. And I know that Nakamura didn't even work on this episode. And I know that he doesn't have to be an episode in order for it to have godly animation. There's a lot of top tier animators working on the episode anyway. But like that's like the go-to guy whenever people look at My Hero Academia's amazing animation. And same thing with Jet Set Run or Yusei Run. We didn't hear either Yusei Run or Jet Set Run in this episode, and yet it was still to me the best episode of My Hero thus far. And almost every single one of my favorite moments in My Hero Academia have been with Yusei Run and Jet Set Run, because that to me is My Hero Academia's To the Grand Line. That to me is My Hero Academia's Now You Feel Like Number One. That to me is My Hero Academia's Naruto's main theme. You Say Run and Just Set Run is the main theme, and I really expected that to play. But the song they ended up playing instead was amazing, because that to me was like All Might's hero track, and that was greatness. I'm looking forward to seeing if somebody on YouTube, some people are really good at taking out certain soundtracks and inputting others. Like I watched a lot of like those for Dragon Ball, where they'll take like a random Dragon Ball episode or random Dragon Ball moment, replace the soundtrack and replace it with something else. For My Hero Academia, I would like to see that scene, that entire United Smash scene, replace the soundtrack that we had and put in You Say Run, and see how it would sound, because the soundtrack that they did use was phenomenal, and it really really nailed that scene. But I wonder how You Say Run would have hit right there. But maybe it's because they're saving You Say Run for something else. Because you don't want to overuse a soundtrack like that for all of your big moments, which I understand. But actually hearing I didn't even get to talk about this moment. Whenever All Might, whenever everybody's like, yeah, and like there's, well, not actually before that, whenever everybody's just stopped, everybody's silent. You see All Might hit the United States Smash, tornado goes up. Did you guys notice how whenever they clashed, whenever All For Ones and All Might's Hockey clashed, and you saw like a little shift in the way the world was? That was goat, because like their fists clash, and you saw like the world pull like some Dio Brando stuff where it just like turns. It was crazy. And so we get that part. Here's the United States Smash. Everyone is quiet. I mean, completely quiet, just in awe. They just witnessed the 5-star classic, and then this man All Might slowly but surely. I love the way the anime did it, bro. Slowly but surely lifts up the hand, and then turns into his other form, an Endeavor, who had just been looking at All Might's at this look that he'd never see All Might in before, man. And that's another thing about this episode I love so much, that I covered a lot, and I talked a lot about it whenever this was in the manga weekly, was that moment to me is so powerful, where All Might continues to fight, and the people are still cheering him on even in this form, where it's not even just about the form and the face that they're used to seeing. It's really the person, this hero-like figure, where no matter how old you are, no matter how weak you are still that hero to them, man. Because for All Might, that's their childhood hero. So no matter if he's out of his prime, in his prime, whatever the case may be, they're always gonna love him, they're always gonna support him. And that to me was flipping beautiful, man. If that is not the essence of a hero, I don't know what is. But going back to the scene I was just saying, whenever he lifts up the hand and you hear All Might's theme, the dun, 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 All Might's theme of Legend, and he just puts up his hand, and you hear like everybody like, ah, and they're all marking out. That was gold. Great stuff, man. But yeah, just a combination of so many different and amazing things that made this episode so great for me. You know, All For One is fantastic. All Might, of course. Deku at the end of the episode, the Your Next scene, but Nana flipping Shimura, man. Finally seeing that animated, guys. Finally getting all of the Nana Shimura greatness, all those panels. So cool. Having Endeavor's panels, stating that he works so hard to chase after All Might, and now that he sees him in this state, doesn't even know how to feel. And then by the end of the episode, whenever he sees him in that state, he's like, now I understand why you let go, son. I love it. Oh, and I think I just, because I'm just, clicking on random parts in the episode. Look at this, yo. I actually found a good screenshot without any dialogue. Look at that, bro. Look at Prime Torino. Look at Nana and Prime Torino, bro. Yo, that might be a wallpaper, son. That might be a flippin' wallpaper, dog. just phenomenal episode, man. It's one of those episodes that you can just rewatch over and over and over again because it's such a feel good, such an emotional episode. But man, dude, greatness, absolute flipping greatness. And I really needed that episode, man. For what happened today, I really needed that episode, yo. Where are Torino's eyes at though? Oh, where are Torino's eyes at though? That's all I'm wondering. His pupils. Hey man, they're hiding behind the mask. You know what I'm saying? He don't need it. Torino was still coaching All Might in his final fight. A true teacher. That's facts gone yesterday. That's facts, man. A true teacher, dog. Still looking after his student, no matter what. Gran Torino, man. Yeah, having him there and even helping him out throughout that entire sequence. And it was so cool to me that, all the heroes, Sage says, I've rewatched this episode like 5 times already. I feel you, bro. Because I left right before work and I watched this episode. I left, came back, watched NXT TakeOver. And then in the moment that it ended, I rewatched the episode with my brother. I was like, bro, you have to sit down and watch this episode of greatness. You have to sit down and watch the episode of greatness. And then while this thing was loading for me to start the stream, I started rewatching it again. And I got to the 10-minute mark. This episode is fire, man. How could I not, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yo! My boy OG Bugs in the comments. Yo, listen, man. OG Bugs was the person that got me into My Hero Academia, man. So shout out to OG Bugs, because it's because of him that I'm here today, yo. It's because of him that I am here today. Shout out to OG Bugs, dog. When we finally get that All Might full backstory in the original fight from 6 years ago, it's gonna be greatness. I can't wait to see that. I really, really can't, dog. Because I know it's gonna be flames. And we get that full backstory, because now we're not only gonna have that backstory to look forward to, and then we're gonna have the flashbacks to this current fight that we had. Absolutely. Chuchu Vin says, United States of Smash is such a GOAT name for a powerful move. It really is. It is the perfect name for a final attack. You have your Detroit smashes, your Texas smashes. But when you come out here straight up saying, Weber Beppa was saying, the United States of Donald Trump smash, you straight up go, deck him right in the face, he's out. And it was so powerful, that jump created a tornado. Straight up. That was greatness, dog. Yo, Hassan, what's going on, bro? Boku no Goat, man. Shout out to Bugs. Let me see. I wonder if we're actually gonna get that flashback, but I hope so. I think we will. And if Horikoshi doesn't cover it, I definitely do expect an anime-only flashback. They would be losing out on so much by not doing that, man. That's like, if Horikoshi doesn't do it, that's filler that writes itself. That is filler that writes itself, man. That is godly filler. That's filler I want. You know what I'm saying? But I think Horikoshi will get to it. Whoops, I just hit something. Shrek Savage, I apologize. I think... No, never mind. You're good. You're good. Yeah, I went to go click on your comment and then run up a whole bunch of... Damn, I hope I didn't ban my guy. No, you're still here, yo. Yeah, Bugs, man. Absolutely, yo. It's... That moment is just so powerful, bro. It's like how it's hard not to tear up, you know. It's hard not to tear up. Sultan X says, I just have a snake is back in the game. Hey, as we should. Speaking of games, I can't wait to play My Hero One's Justice. I was looking at a lot of the E3 gameplay for My Hero One's Justice. Yo, and listen, even though, you know, a little bit of the fighting looks a bit clunky at times, looks weird, I just want to play as these characters. I want to go out there online and play as Bakugoat. I want to play as Toga. I want to go out here and play as All Might. I want to go out here and play as Shigaraki, man. Let me do my thing. But and then they had All For One at the end of the latest trailer. I wonder if All For One is playable. That'd be sick, having All For One playable. What? Hassan, real talk? Khan is gonna react to Silent Voice? Yo, man, I watched it by myself and I was legit choked up, bro. Like, Silent Voice is sad, man. But with Khan, bro, like, I'm gonna be in a pool of my own tears, dog. Holy flag darts. I just saw my boys show up in Jump Force. I think in Jump Force we'll get at the very least, even if we don't get All Might, I think in Jump Force we will get Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. I would love to get All Might though. Can you imagine All Might? You doing the United States of Smash, doing the United States of Smash on like a godly character from another series, like a Whitebeard or a flippin' let me see. I'm trying to think of like another character that's like All Might, like All Might. You'd have a Whitebeard, like a again. You used to like Yamamoto from Bleach. You have like your Madaras. You have like your Meruems, like these like overpowered characters, and just All Might against one of those dudes in a Clash of Hockey, man. Just should have United States of Smash have been there. That's the fun thing about those Jump Forces games is that, you know, for those of us who enjoy crossovers, just to have like those characters interact, it's always a cool thing. Like I remember whenever I played J Stars Victory Versus, and just playing the story mode and seeing how certain characters interacted, like Yusuke and Ichigo, like Luffy and Toriko, Luffy and Yusuke, Luffy and Gon, you know, like Gon and Yusuke from the same creators, having Toriko interacting with Kenshin and that type of stuff. It was always really, really dope to me. Oga from Beelzebub and Ichigo, like freaking Naruto and Luffy. It's just, it's really cool having all these characters and the villains, like having Aizen with Shishio. And you know, can you imagine Aizen having a conversation with All For One? They're just chilling, having tea, man. You're having both their teams playing at the same time. You have some awesome Spanish music for Aizen. Then you have All For One's godly Sephiroth theme. You're gonna have Utsuro pop up with his Sephiroth theme. Then in the back you have Madara pop up or Pain. Like, yo, that's some that's some fun stuff, man. It really is. Let me see. United States of Smash versus the Kong Gun. Yo. Speaking of Kong Gun, yesterday in Burning Blood, I went on a long win streak with Ace, dude. I kept Ace as my one character, and then I kept switching the other two. Like I would put on like whoever. But I always kept Ace as my first character. And I went like a 20 something win streak yesterday. Ace the flipping goat. But going back to the My Hero One's Justice game, I was looking at some of the gameplay and how it plays, and they have a clash system. Like you guys remember back in Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, where you could like spam a button in order to, and whoever like gets the most amount of taps overpowers. Let's just say if Naruto and Sasuke clash Rasengan versus Chidori, and then you get like clash square, and whoever taps it the most gets the dub. They had that in the My Hero One's Justice game. And I was like, yo, that's really dope. So they have the clap. Hold on, let me see. Gajin Mike says, I feel like we just watched a great moment in anime history. Goku going Super Saiyan, Gon going beyond his limits, Naruto versus Pain. This episode was up there. And in terms of in Jump history, without question, for me at least. I said that whenever we witnessed this in the manga. And the crazy thing about it is that we got this so early in the story too. You know what I'm saying? Like we got this in the 90s. Not even chapter 100 yet. Just it leaves me questioning what Horikoshi has in mind for later on in the story, where he would have something like this so early on in the story. Whenever you have such a phenomenal moment like this, and such a phenomenal, you know, event taking place before even chapter 100, it's incredible to me. And it was so cool to me getting on Twitter after work today and seeing a lot of people praising this episode, because My Hero Academia has gotten to the point to where it's no longer just an anime that we watch here in the community, an anime that we watch even just between anime fans. I know people who don't even watch anime like that and just watch the Attack on Titans, the Dragon Balls, and that kind of stuff. And they're all big My Hero Academia fans. You know, it's really cool. Even a lot of the guys that I play Xbox with or PlayStation with, like they're not big anime fans, but they're like, yo, My Hero Academia, that's my stuff, man. Like I know one of my friends, he just got up to My Hero, and he the only other anime that he's really watched completely are like, you know, like Dragon Ball, Kenshin, and like some of the old ones. But My Hero, I mean, you know me, man. I try to get everyone into One Piece, into Hakusho. But if they're willing to give at least a series that I really, really love a shot, like in My Hero, I'm like, all right, man, you're a good man. You're a good man. And the fact that I have so many of my friends and pretty much my whole family now, with all my cousins watching My Hero, it's so cool because it just shows that this one series, even though it comes out in seasons and it's not like your long running where you get an episode every single week, it still resonates with so many different people to the fact that even though they don't watch a lot of this medium, they still want to watch this series. And it's really cool to me, man. And now that they're airing it on Adult Swim, which actually the episode's airing right now. Let me put it in the background so I can give them some ratings, man. Shout out to the ratings, yo. Let me give My Hero Academia some ratings. Damn, man, it's already 11:40. I gotta wrap this up for the Fully Cooley episode. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing whenever this episode gets dubbed, because that's the same thing I said for Gintama episode 305. I still hold in my mind that Gintama 305 is the best voice acting I've ever heard in an anime episode. But and then whenever I watched it in English, I was like, yo, this voice acting is really good too. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the voice acting in the Japanese episode is, or in the English episode for this particular thing is going to be. Let me see. Yo, Pro Zypher, what's good, man? What's good? Your next godly moment, man. That your next scene is just one of those really, really emotional scenes that just gets to you, man. It gets to you, bro. It gives you chills. Like, I had chills through several different moments in this episode, but man, dude, that your next scene is. And the crazy thing about it is that, I heard You're Next every single Monday as a kid, because my dad watched a lot of WCW, so I always heard Goldberg say You're Next. And the fact that that wasn't the first thing that came to mind was Goldberg's You're Next, and instead it was just All Might's You're Next. Just how powerful that scene is. Where, whenever you see a moment like that, you're like, oh, okay, this reminds me of something else that I saw before. Nah, bro, this is its own entity, its own moment, its own thing. That moment is so beautiful, bro. And I love it. I love how Deku, as the narrator, tells us everyone else is cheering because they're like, yeah, of course they're cheering. All Might is just saying any villain that tries to run up on the block, he's gonna pwn him. But he's like, nah, man. Nah. Nah, bro. I took it as the complete opposite. I took it as your that, it's all up to you now, man. It's all up to you because I gave everything that I had here. It's beautiful stuff, yo. Yo, I see my boys up in here, man. Shout out to Chris and Trey, my guys. Yo, I'm happy I watched the episode, bro. I actually after the Fully Cooley episode, I'll probably be on Xbox so we can talk about it. But I'm happy I watched the episode, yo. I really, really am. Let me see, cycle. Even if the fight choreography was lacking, the emotion was so raw and powerful of the time warp. Yes, bro, cycle. I said the same thing. I said the same thing when it comes to the second. Oh crap, my phone's at 20%. Well, I have to get off here soon anyway. But yeah, going back to what you were saying in terms of the time warp, I was talking about that earlier, dude. When they clashed, when they first clashed, and their hockey so much, it looks like everything just warps around like some Dio Brando stuff, man. Straight up, they clash. You get like this little circle in the middle, and you see like. You see, like, everything becomes distorted. I was like, yo, this is pure hockey right here. Where just one punch, and you see, like, the world just starts to shift. You're like, damn, bruh, let's take it easy, son. Let's take it easy. But man, dude, so much greatness. And the crazy thing about it is, for all of you anime onlys who are watching this, is that for me, we all have different perspectives when it comes to the quality of My Hero, but I have something, or in my honest opinion, I think that there's an arc that happens later on that is on the same level as this, man. And that one is longer. So I'm looking forward to seeing how y'all take that one. I don't think you guys are going to get it here in Season 3. Season 3 is final. The finale Season 3 is probably going to be some of the most powerful stuff in the series thus far. But Season 4 is going to have some gold stuff, man. It is going to have some fire. But the ending of if Season 3 ends where I think it's going to end, it's going to have some powerful stuff, dog. Powerful stuff, man. But I don't know. I don't know where Bones wants to end it. I mean, at the pace they're going, who knows how far they could go, man. They're going at a really, I mean, it's not even a fast pace. It's just, it feels well paced. No episode feels too fast, too rushed. It feels like the episodes are flowing very, very nicely in the way that they should flow. Like today's episode. Today's episode covered quite a couple chapters, but the thing is that those chapters, like whenever you look back on the chapters themselves, like whenever you go back to like, look at this, all these, yo, this scene right here was gold. This scene right here was gold, yo. Let me see. This scene right here was gold. That's because I didn't put my back into it. Look at that face, dog. That face. Straight up. Greatness. I could write a dissertation on what makes Luffy versus Arlong godly. Oh, and me too. Dude, I could write an entire, like, 7-page paper on Luffy versus why Luffy versus Arlong is a 5-star classic. That's a hard shoot, dog. But man, dude, the way they, yeah, looking back on it now, because the manga, Horikoshi did a fantastic job of putting everything together, but the way the anime just animated, like, even the smallest of things. Like, you guys remember whenever, All Might and All For One clashed initially, and he stopped the clash with his fist, and then you saw that all the blood came out of that. You saw the blood splattering on his face. And I'm like, yo, man, it's the small details like that that make it so, that it just gets you so invested into the moment. Gets you so invested into the flipping moment, man. Same thing for whenever the fight ends, after he gets the United States to Smash. You have all For One on the floor, and All Might is just bent over. You hear the heavy breathing, and you see the blood just coming down his face, man. And you're like, dog, bro. It's the small things, man, but it goes a long way. It goes a long way, dude. Let me see. Yeah, Bugs, man, All Might is a troll, yo, but that man has to go. Yo, yeah, gone yesterday. I forgot to talk about that. Whenever All Might is covering the flames, top tier imagery. And I remember we talked about that whenever we were discussing it on a weekly basis. But you know, that's so cool to me that even All For One himself recognizes, like, yeah, yo, even though you've already passed this on, even though you've already done your job, you're still here covering what's left because you want to make sure, just like Nana did, that your successor has everything for them, yo. That you as a teacher, as the one who is their master, will be there for them in their time of need. And this just happened one of those times because, you know, no, and this isn't even a spoiler. You know that for years down the line, this is going to be a massive moment for Deku and his psyche, man. Just looking back on this moment, it's I love it, man. It's greatness, absolute greatness, yo. You know, I appreciate that, Gadget Mike, man. You know, and that's why I love doing these live streams, yo. Speaking about passion, because it's so cool. Because I was thinking about just doing a regular video on this and just being like, yeah, man, this was fire. But I really wanted to come on here and I wanted to see what y'all thought about it because I just wanted to talk about this episode, man. I really, really wanted to just talk about the episode with some other people who feel the same way, who can also get hyped about the episode, man. That's why I decided to live stream this instead of just, you know, talking about it by myself. Because all day today at work, man, I was like, I need to talk about this episode, yo. And today was a struggle, man. Today was a struggle at work, dog. But this episode pushed me through it, man. Having that Nana Shimura smile face, but like, yeah! I love it, yo. Love it. Let me see. How long do you... That's an interesting question, Senato. Actually, I would like to take that same question and ask everybody in the comments. How long do you think My Hero will be chapter-wise? That's a very, very interesting question. I want to see your guys' thoughts on that. OG, I think Endeavor will have this impact with Shoto in the future, seeing how this mainly impacted Baku and Deku. This recent arc in the manga seems like it's going to... Oh, yeah! Really? Oh, I'm hyped for that, dude. Dude, where I left off in the manga was... Yo, that final chapter, that last chapter that I read was awesome. Was awesome. I don't even want to say what happened in it, but that was awesome. Let me see. Outstanding says My Hero will end earlier than One Piece. That wouldn't surprise me. Sage Mode Roxas. I love that name so much. Every time I see it, I'm like, yo, Roxas. I give it around 400 chapters. Okay. Yeah, I got text like 600 or 700. Gone Yesterday says 300 or 400. Hopefully as long as possible. In order to see my hero go, I agree with that, Sir Bacon. Chibark says 500. Sage says I'm hoping at least 500. Senato says that I say around Naruto or Bleach, so like 600, 700. But I don't think it'll be One Piece long. The current arc is Hypericon. I'll say no more. Yo, Gone Yesterday, chill, man. Listen, it's hard. Listen, at this point in time, because I'm so behind on all my series, my main consumption of anime and manga on a weekly basis at this point in time is until I catch up to Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm 2 chapters behind on Gintama, I think, or 1 chapter, so 1 or 2 chapters. So I'll include Gintama in that because that's a part of my weekly thing. So I'm caught up to manga wise, Gintama, Conan, Kingdom, and One Piece. All of them are in their own special little things going on. One Piece is destroying me mentally every single flipping week. Kingdom, with the last couple of freaking chapters, has been all the hype, yo. See, One Piece's Kingdom has just been straight hype, man. And then Gintama has been so trollish. And then it turns around the next chapter, and your heart will be destroyed, man. It's really unpredictable right now where Gintama's going. And then what else was I saying? So yeah, I think in Conan. I mean, whenever this arc ends, we're possibly going to be entering into one of the craziest arcs in the entire story. So I'm really happy for that. But in anime, in terms of anime, I am behind on literally everything, but Fooly Cooly, My Hero Academia, and Detective Conan. I'm behind in the One Piece anime. I'm behind on Megalobox. Every single season that I was watching before, I'm behind on it. So my consumption of anime right now is the hype that the My Hero Academia anime is giving me, the Fooly Cooly anime, and Flippin' Conan in terms of just anime. And so I need to catch up to all these other series that I got behind on thanks to that hiatus I took. I need to catch back up to them so that I can be a part of the thing. Like Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul ends in 3 chapters, and I want to be a part of the weekly experience for that finale. And My Hero Academia, apparently this arc is gonna be fire according to Bugs. So and Gone Yesterday saying this current arc's gonna be good. I want to be a part of that weekly experience too. But I'm afraid for my soul, man. I really am. Like having my Kingdom Wednesdays where I feel like flying out the window sometimes when I read those chapters. One Piece, whenever I finish reading a One Piece chapter, I just want to process life. Like the last 3 chapters have had me just looking at a window, wanting to process life, man. And then the My Hero Academia anime has been so hype every Saturday that if I replicate that and I duplicate it and I have a hype My Hero Academia chapter on Friday night and another godly episode on Saturday morning, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with myself, man? Like it's gonna be madness. It's gonna be absolute madness, yo. Let me see. Yeah, look, flipping Eto's Senato Black Reaper is bringing up Tokyo Ghoul Re in the anime. I'm behind 2 episodes in the Tokyo Ghoul Re anime. Like, bro, I need to stop slacking, man. I need to stop slacking in all of my stuff. I'm so behind. Let me see. Tonight. No way, Shrek Savage. Tonight was the. No. Bro, I'm only behind 2 episodes, bro. I can watch those in the morning, dog. Yo. No way, bro. No, it makes sense because I know the Big Father stuff is animated, and so did the because the last thing I watched in the One Piece anime was the Naoto Shishida scene with the German 66. That was the last thing that I watched. They already animated the Clash? Nah, I can't take all this in one day, bro. I can't take all this in one day, man. Because My Hero Academia gave me an episode that I can. I mean, to me, it's a top. Like I said, it's a top tier contender for this year. And I know the year is only halfway over, but it's gonna be tough to top this, man. It really is. This is just one of those one of those episodes that you never forget once you watch it. It's a very special episode, even if you already know what's gonna happen. It's like a it's one of those, like I can compare it to whenever, just like somebody said earlier in the comments, whenever Gon first transformed against P2. Even though, you know, I had just read that moment in the manga around 4 weeks prior, or somewhere around there, to before that happened. But even knowing what is going to happen when you actually see it animated, it just gives you chills. The voice acting, the OSTs, and everything. That's how I felt about today's My Hero episode. But it's gonna be really hard to top this episode, man. What an amazing time it is to be a fan of anime and manga, dog. What an amazing time it is to be a fan of anime and manga. I feel like everything's on fire right now. I'm behind on Darling in the Franxx too, Zach. I was on the Darling in the Franxx. I mean, I was on it, dog. And then after, I think it was episode 17. I haven't watched an episode, man. I haven't watched an episode. Let me see. I know Black Clover has been good. I'm one chapter behind on that. That's another series I'm pretty much caught up to. I'm one chapter behind on that. Let me see. Venom says, "Yo, my boy Venom, what's up, bro? Here, can I have joined the My Hero Academia hype train? Glad to see you. Glad to see you on the My Hero Academia hype train for the greatness. For the greatness. Are you an anime only, or do you read the manga as well? I'm Venom. Oh crap, my battery's 10%. All right, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. For this My Hero Academia Greatness. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I just really wanted to talk about this episode. This episode was freaking amazing, man. From top to bottom, from an animation standpoint, a voice acting standpoint. It had Nana Shimura, bro. It's the same. Whenever I see Nana Shimura, there are 3 characters. There are 3, and there's more. There's more. Like, just off the top of my mind, when these characters are in a chapter, it's an auto 10 out of 10. When you have a Nana Shimura, a Shanks, a Jing, and a Kai Shuichi, when you have these characters in a chapter, it's just an auto 10 out of 10 chapter, right? Listen, I'm not the one that makes the rules. The world makes their own rules, man. You know what I'm saying? When you have a Marshall D. Teach, a Shanks, you know, when you have a Nana Shimura, and all from it's auto 10 out of 10 chapters. You know what I'm saying? But Nana to me is like that character of legend, like a Jing, like an Akai Shuichi, you know, like those type of characters. Like when you see them, you know it's real, and that, along with all the emotion of All Might versus All for One, and everything that we had gotten up until that point, the build up to all of that, man, the fact that all this was for Bakugo, and it ended up being a clash between 2 old enemies, man, and Horikoshi did such a fantastic job at building all this up in only 95 chapters. I have so much respect for him as a mangaka, from having his initial series Barrage being canceled and coming back with a series that is now so popular. It's being considered one of the most popular mainstream series in the entire medium. I'm really happy for Horikoshi, man. And I can't wait to, actually tomorrow, because I haven't seen the trailer. I know the trailer dropped for the My Hero Academia movie. Tomorrow, I'll probably do a live reaction to that trailer. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. I'll probably do a live reaction to that trailer. But I'm really happy for Horikoshi, man, because he deserves it. You know, he's just a fan of anime and manga, just like we are. And it's gonna be crazy just to see him have a movie, a video game, and an anime that's killing it all at the same time. I'm really happy for Horikoshi, yo. But yeah, man, I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. This episode was flipping phenomenal, yo. Nana Shimura, All Might, the United States of Smash, bro. You can't tell me that you do not want to use that maneuver in a video game, man. That's the type of thing that would have Vince McMahon back in 1997 saying, "What a maneuver!" Come on, coach. We just witnessed another 6-star classic, man. That is an anime. Exactly. Gone yesterday. I'll be right back. This is how I'm ending the video. I gotta do it, because I did it originally. If I'm not mistaken, I did it originally, yo. This is a Santa hat worthy episode, man. No question. No flipping. That's because I didn't put my back into it. So many have already passed this power down from one to another in order to serve the greater good, in order to create hope for everyone. And now it's your turn. Do your best. Toshinori clenches his teeth. Say goodbye, All for One. The United States of... Oh, God, man. And you're next. Nana Shimura's the GOAT. This is a Santa hat worthy episode. I will see y'all next time. My Hero Academia flipping awesome sauce. I'll be back with that live reaction to the movie. And hopefully another live reaction to the manga so that I can catch up as soon as possible so I can be part of the weekly manga experience, yo. I will see y'all next time. My Hero Academia Awesome Sauce. Hopefully my boy Uzumaki-kan can catch up soon because I want to see his reaction to this legendary stuff, man. That'd be some dope. That'd be really freaking dope, man. Having my boy Uzumaki-kan reacting to this greatness, that'd be cool. But yo, I'll see y'all next time. Yo, Ally McGriff, what's good? It's good to see you. But yo, hey, Trey and Chris, if y'all still watching, I see Trey right here. Trey and Chris, I'll be on Xbox after the Fully Coolly episode, so we can talk about this greatness, man. But I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. My Hero Academia Awesome Sauce. Nana flipping Shimura, yo. Nana Shimura.